When we see the Buddha, serene and perfectly still, it's easy to think he was born that way, that his mind was naturally a quiet, focused place, free from the messy, distractible, and negative thoughts that plague the rest of us. But the ancient texts tell a very different story. They describe a man who waged an intense, all-night battle with the inner demons of his own mind, personified as the tempter Mara, with his armies of doubt, fear, greed, and aversion. The Buddha didn't achieve peace because he never had negative thoughts. He achieved peace because he developed a masterful strategy to understand and disarm them. And that same strategy is available to us right now to work with our own inner armies of procrastination, self-doubt, and negative thought patterns. Today, we're exploring a deeply practical question. Can the ancient principles of Buddhism help us with very modern problems like chronic procrastination, negative self-talk, and other stubborn mental habits? The answer is a definitive yes. At its heart, the Buddhist path is a brilliant and sophisticated system of mind training. The Buddha was, in effect, one of the world's first great cognitive psychologists. But his approach is counterintuitive. It's not about using brute willpower to crush our bad habits. Willpower is a finite resource that often fails us. Instead, the path is about using the gentle, persistent power of wisdom to see the hidden causes and conditions that give rise to these habits. When you see a pattern clearly, it begins to lose its power over you. In the Buddhist analysis, procrastination isn't a simple character flaw called laziness. It's seen as a complex mental state, a manifestation of one of the 5 hindrances called sloth and torpor, thina mida. This is that feeling of heavy, foggy, low-energy mind. But crucially, this hindrance is often powered by another one, restlessness and worry, uddhacca kukucca. We often procrastinate not because we are lazy, but because the task in front of us triggers anxiety, the fear of failure, the stress of perfectionism, the overwhelm of not knowing where to start. Procrastination, then, is our mind's misguided attempt to escape this uncomfortable feeling. So, how do we work with this? Not by fighting, but by mindfully investigating. We can use a simple 3-step process. 1. Recognize the urge and investigate the feeling. The next time you feel the powerful pull to procrastinate, to open a social media tab, to go get a snack, to do anything but the task, the first step is to pause. And in that pause, get curious. Name the urge. The desire to procrastinate is here. Then look underneath it with kindness. What is the feeling driving it? Is it boredom? Anxiety? Fear? Just name it. 2. See the habit loop. This is the practice of seeing cause and effect in your own mind. You begin to see the pattern with clarity. When the uncomfortable feeling of anxiety arises, cause, the craving to escape it arises, which leads to the action of checking my phone, effect. This brings a moment of relief, but ultimately creates more stress later. Seeing this loop without judging yourself is a revolutionary moment of wisdom. 3. Choose a gentle, skillful action. Now, instead of trying to force yourself to do the big, intimidating project, you apply a compassionate antidote. This is right effort. It could be making it smaller. I'll just work on this for 5 minutes. Making it simpler. I'll just open the document and write one sentence. Applying kindness. Instead of harsh self-criticism, you offer a word of encouragement. It's okay that this feels hard. Let's just start with one small step. Think of your habit of procrastination as a powerful river that has carved a deep channel in your mind over many years. Trying to stop it with sheer willpower is like building a giant concrete dam. It takes immense energy. It might hold for a while, but eventually the pressure builds and the river will break through, often in a devastating flood. The mindful approach is completely different. It's not about building a dam. It's about being a wise geographer of your own mind. You gently walk upstream to see what feeds the powerful river. You notice the small streams of anxiety, the hidden springs of self-doubt, and instead of trying to block the whole river, you start by gently rerouting one of the small streams. You dig a new, tiny channel, like the skillful action of working for just 5 minutes. Over time, more and more of your energy flows into this new, skillful channel. The old, destructive river of procrastination naturally begins to dry up. You haven't fought your mind. You have wisely and patiently reshaped its landscape. Let's make this real. You need to work on a big, intimidating project. The habit, you sit at your desk, feel a wave of overwhelm, and your hand automatically reaches for your phone. The mindful intervention, you pause. 1. Recognize and investigate. There's the urge to check my phone. The feeling underneath it is anxiety. I'm afraid I won't do a good job. 2. See the loop. I see it. Anxiety comes up, so I reach for distraction to feel better for a second. 3. Gentle action. Okay, I won't try to conquer the whole project. I will gently reroute the stream. My skillful action is to simply open the document and write the title. That's it. I can do that. You have just stepped out of the old unconscious loop and taken a small, powerful step in carving a new, wiser one. You can begin this process with a simple, in-the-moment practice. Let's call it the procrastination pause. The very next time you feel that powerful urge to procrastinate, I invite you to try this 30-second experiment before you act. First, simply name the urge. Silently say to yourself, "This is the urge to procrastinate." Second, name the feeling underneath it. Ask, "What's the feeling here?" and give it a name. Anxiety, boredom, fear. Third, take one conscious breath. Feel the full sensation of one in-breath and one out-breath. That's the whole practice. You don't even have to resist the urge afterwards. Just introducing this moment of mindful awareness begins to loosen the chain of unconscious habit. The Buddhist path teaches us that freedom from our most stubborn habits doesn't come from fighting our minds, but from understanding them. It's not about building a bigger dam of willpower, but about wisely and gently reshaping the landscape of our heart. By meeting the urge to procrastinate with curiosity instead of criticism, we discover the hidden roots of our behavior and can begin to cultivate new, healthier ways of responding. This is how true, lasting change happens, not with one great heroic push, but with 1,000 small, gentle turns in a wiser direction. Please remember, while these mindfulness tools can be incredibly helpful, if procrastination or negative thoughts are severely impacting your life, it is a true sign of wisdom and self-compassion to seek support from a qualified mental health professional. What is one stream, a feeling like anxiety or boredom, that you notice often feeds your river of procrastination? Just recognizing it is a huge first step. Share your insight in the comments below. If this guidance has been helpful, please support our channel by liking this video and subscribing to the Mindful Compass. May you be patient and kind with your own beautiful mind.